all become innovative this year, haven't we? It's the year of reinvention. We've seen restaurants completely modify their operations to stay open. Takeout meals became the norm, and delivery was more popular than ever. Businesses pivoted their models. Riverside Paper Supply, which was founded here in 1984 to sell products directly to businesses, began selling items to individuals. As people were scrambling to find toilet paper and cleaning supplies, Riverside Paper Supply sold them during drive-through pop-ups. Ironclad Distillery pivoted their operations and began making hand sanitizer. Their first few batches were a bit potent, but I guarantee they killed germs better than any other product out there. They also donated large quantities of hand sanitizer to area nonprofits. And of course, they continued to sell their bourbon, but they shifted and offered curbside service. Other businesses like my own were forced to temporarily close. It was hard for me personally as a business owner, and the impact it had on my staff was heartbreaking. There's a quote that says, "We rise by lifting others." Our community has come together to support and uplift our neighbors. We have become more unified through our shared struggles, and instead of choosing fear, our city has chosen hope. Like everyone watching, the city has made difficult financial decisions. We have been committed to retaining our entire workforce and have not needed to furlough or lay off one single individual. We did implement a hiring freeze and expenditure restrictions. While anticipating a long-range recovery from the pandemic, the city remains fiscally strong. We have used funds made available through the CARES Act to provide essential supports for residents and businesses. We received over $31 million in CARES relief funds, which were dedicated to public health and safety, community well-being and resiliency, critical technology infrastructure, and government response and continuity efforts. To help residents, we launched the Supplemental Assistance Funding for Emergencies, or SAFE program, for those experiencing financial hardships due to COVID-19. We set aside $1.4 million to offer residents one-time financial assistance for essential supports, including food, utility bills, child care, rent or mortgage, transportation, and medication. Small businesses were hit hard. To support them, we partnered with the EDA to establish the Small Business Resiliency Grant. This grant provided one-time financial assistance to eligible for-profit small businesses in Newport News. We also established the Back to Business and Grow Your e-Business grants. In total, nearly $1.9 million have been distributed to 385 Newport News businesses. And with the City of Hampton, we received a $1.5 million CARES Act Recovery Assistance Grant for small businesses in either city. To offer assistance to the nonprofits that were in the field directly helping residents in need, the city created a grant program to provide operational and project support. We distributed nearly $2.5 million to 31 local nonprofits. We've also used CARES dollars in support of the 2020 election. My colleagues on City Council and I approved using over $111,000 in state funds to protect voters and poll workers, as well as to ensure that people can vote in the way they feel safest. We mailed out over 12,000 absentee ballots, established a voting area in the City Hall lobby, expanded hours at our City Center satellite site, and added staff positions. Now it's up to each of you to exercise your right to vote on November the 3rd. Our future and that of our children and grandchildren depends on us.